All right, here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, race number 7 of the Great Lakes Truck Series, just gone green. We're here completing lap number 3 of the race. And that is the 18 truck, Zach Allman up there in the front. He's got the 48 there behind him. Seeing some awesome paint schemes, some patriotic paint schemes out there on the track right now, which is definitely cool. One truck way off the track here. The 22, I think that is, the Barnes. No caution, we stay green. Oh, it's a 25 of Akavachi. Oh, no. No caution. Down into turn 1 here. We'll get the ticker and everything up for you guys here very shortly. Actually doing a little multitasking right now as we watch the 18 bring them down. Oh, now caution on the track as Akavachi is stuck in turn 3. I wonder if he had a black screen issue. But the 25 is stuck in turn 3. As Zach Allman, Christopher Dean, and Nate Lynch, your top 3 as we see the first caution on the track. And we'll get everything set up here very shortly for you. As we'll see the leaders come to pit road. And remember, 4 sets of tires, and they only have 50% fuel in these cars. We'll see if anybody takes some tires here early in this race, in this 100-lap race. Tires, and they only have 50% fuel. As you hear myself on YouTube there, just getting everything up so I can talk to you on the stream. There you go, Zach Allman. These guys, I believe, just topping off the fuel tank here, maybe getting tires. I didn't see the trucks really lift off at all, or lift up, I should say. This was the starting lineup. Let's see if it shows up for the race. It did not, actually, so I'm not able to show you the starting lineup for this race here at Charlotte. But we are with you, lap number 7, basically, of the race, and the first caution out for Travis Akavachi there in turn 3. Looks like having a black screen issue this evening. A tough break for him. Hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday night. Kind of a long one on my end. I actually just got home from work just a few minutes ago, so I, yeah, pushed it time-wise here, but got here just, I actually was on when the start of the race happened. I just wasn't able to get over to the YouTube page to click the live button quick enough here, as you see right there on the screen. But we are up and going. Appreciate everybody watching here this evening. And should be up for a pretty good race. It's race number 7 here of this awesome series that we've seen so far. Some great racing out here. Nate Lynch, the leader. I believe all the paint schemes are loaded, which is definitely good. All the downloading is here. Keith Calhoun is here tonight. There he is back there, the point leader after missing last week's race at Daytona. Back there in the 15th position. J.D. Green is here, the 9th place runner right now. There he is, the Pennsylvania driver. that young man there scoring a win in Daytona last week, avoiding the melee and getting to victory lane in that race. But everybody getting topped off with fuel here. We'll get you up to date with who pitted when and stuff, and if they were able to, or what laps they'll be able to go to on fuel. Again, 50% tonight fuel. That should be roughly about lap 25 on this 1.5-mile track. So we'll have to see how that goes. But this is race number 7 tonight. Appreciate you guys joining us on Captain TV. I am the captain with you, and we welcome you in. Again, I do apologize for the late start, a little bit late from work, but we did get here for the start of the race. Unfortunately, may have missed a couple laps, but some great racing action there at the beginning, and right now it is Nate Lynch up there in the lead. See if I can make it work this time. It didn't. I was going to show you who started on the pole and stuff tonight, but unfortunately it won't let me, so I tried. All right, should be getting the 1 to go signal this time by. And from what I'm seeing here, it looks like from 11th on back, everybody pitted. A lot of the pit stops under 10 seconds. Keith Calhoun's was 15. Not sure if he took tires or not, but the rest of these guys topping off the fuel cell, which should help them just a little bit as they work their way to the finish. Travis Icavace, the only one. You see they're coming back to pit road. These guys are to top off the tanks. There's that RED. Remember, everyone deployed. You might have noticed that paint scheme on Brennan Poole's truck throughout the season, the IK9. A lot of patriotic schemes here as we get ready. Labor Day weekend, of course, coming up. The last of the 3, certainly not the least important of the 3. They're all important of the weekend, but we remember those, of course, who fought for us. You see the awesome paint schemes out here on the track tonight. We got, just to go over a few here throughout the field, you see the 22 there with an awesome looking, I think that's a U.S. Army paint scheme with that, I'm unfortunately losing my words here when it comes to that style. Bubba Wallace has ran it a lot, and I know it means something, and I cannot remember off the top of my head, and I apologize for that. You see the Dale Jr. Bud scheme up there in the 8 car. You got the IK9. Number 18 out here on the track also, so a lot of patriotic schemes that we'll go over throughout this race. See the Pepsi Jeff Gordon scheme there at the 56, which is actually the 16 of Dylan Glass. He's trying to fool me with numbers, I think. He was the 24 all these times. Now he's the 56 on screen, really the number 16. So here we go, back to the green flag. Nate Lynch going to lead him here in lap number 10. And here we go. A little bit of tire spin as they work their way down into turn 1. Justin Swafford going to get up there in the P2. Dylan Glass going to fall back to 3rd. And these guys got to be very careful. This can get very loose right here on new tires, on newer tires, because the tires are just not up to temp yet, not up to full song, we'll call it. Lynch continuing to lead the draft. Very huge at this track. Everybody pretty much single file all the way back throughout the field here. Look at this, 3 wide, 3 and 4. There's Calhoun, that 99 truck. Trying to make some moves underneath the 22 of Barnes. He'll pass forward position, or at least follow the Jack Daniels 88, the inverted scheme, we'll call that, of Lucas Josephson. And up here at the front, battle for the lead is on. Make that for second. Swafford under attack. Dylan Glass working at Highline, which is going to play a role. Charlotte can be a multi-groove track. It is all one-size banking, but for some reason, Charlotte, very notorious, that second groove will come into play, especially as the rubber lays down there. You see Swafford drift up the track a little bit, and now he has to get out of the gas, and that allows Glass to take the position away, move him to P2. On board with Glass. Pretty much wide open around this track. Last time by 30.4. Got to ride the throttles just a little bit. Back to it. And back here, JD Green's going to move up to fourth. He's going to bring the 18, Zach Allman, with him. Allman showing that speed in an IK9 truck tonight. Keith Calhoun working his way back up through the field. Restarted 15th up to the 7th position. And you see them again working three wide as the 18, Allman, gets back past JD Green. Here comes Calhoun riding that high side. High, wide, and handsome. Calhoun bulldozing through this field. Calhoun working that high side on the 77. 77 pushing up a little bit. Tends to happen here at Charlotte. You get that truck above you, you do get tight. But Calhoun continues to be the truck on the move. Him and Allman working their way up. You see the 8s up there on the outside. 8 and 88 passing to 36 of Dave Nestor. Move him back a spot. So Calhoun, out of all the trucks who have pitted, is the one moving through the field. I look back here, Christopher Dean, Chris Evans, Chip Parks, these guys back here still in the 12th position, struggling to work their way up through the field. It is tough to pass here. Very tough. Track position definitely the name of the game here. Nate Lynch continuing to lead. He's got pressure, though. Dylan Glass on the bottom for the lead. And he will take it away on the bottom. Move that Pepsi Chevrolet to the front. Dylan Glass. And here's Swafford. Oh, as Lynch catches the wall a little bit there. Swafford going to the bottom to avoid as Calhoun comes flying through the field. And you know what? I think Calhoun's on fresher tires. Remember I said earlier that 15-second stop, he must have took a set of tires here, and he is showing the speed of those new guys. Showing that patience as Lynch kind of shuts the door on that 99. Whoa, that was close. Look at Lynch up the track, really tight. Had to get out of it. Watch the battle here. This is for the lead. We're using Nate Lynch as the focus truck so you can see where everybody is on the track compared to him. You see the top 5 all within a second of each other as Calhoun takes the fresh tires to the front. So for these trucks that did not pit, we should be seeing them on pit road within probably the next 5 laps is right on cue. Kyle Carroll to pit road in the A truck. And he has got some wall damage to the right side. So we will keep an eye out to see when these leaders are going to come to pit road. Here comes Allman by. He's going to take the 4th, or at least going to try to take 4th with a slide job on the 29. So we ride on board with Allman. And he gets a little tight there off the corner. Take you for a lap around Charlotte. So this track, very interesting. You come up here, turn 1, you're almost falling down the banking. You get a little bit of a bump there in 1 that can easily loosen the truck up. You want to get it right down around that white and blue line. Let it drift out to the wall down the back straightaway here. Now, a lot of people run turn 3 and 4 different, and it looks like a narrow corner. But you want to enter high and bring it to the bottom like an apex, and then just let it drift its way back out towards that wall. And right there, 1.5 miles around this speedway, a real quick lap. As you see, the 3 truck of Lynch going back past Glass for 2nd, and Allman going for 3rd, and he wanted to dive it in there for 2nd. Kyle Carroll comes back on the track. He is 2 laps down now. So we'll have to investigate that to see if that wall damage, maybe that's what he was getting fixed or what. Is Justin Swafford on pit road? Let the leaders begin their pit stops. The Mobile 129, I see a little bit of scrapage on that right side. He's got some damage. Sam Barnes coming to pit road in the 22 also. Hear the quietness, the quiet before the storm. As the leaders, there they are off turn 4. And here comes Nate Lynch to pit road. And other leaders coming in. Lap number 28. So this is still going to be about a 3-stop strategy for these guys. As Barnes pulls away. Dylan Glass on pit road also in the 16 truck. Right side's going on with most of these truck 4 tires and fuels. You see last week's winner at Daytona, J.D. Green, coming off pit road. Glass rolling out. The green flag pit stops for all these guys that did not pit under the first yellow. Here comes Glass. You'll see 4 tires and fuel now. The top 5 on the track still. These guys have all pitted at that last caution. So Keith Calhoun, he'll continue to lead here, but Zach Allman in 2nd. Christopher Dean, Lucas Josephson, and Chris Evans. That's your top 5 now. Everybody 6th on down just pitted. So we'll look at lap times here so you can see the difference between the fresh and older tires here. You're going to see people come blowing by these leaders here very shortly. So you get these temps up. You see 31.7s on the leader. Well, look at Barnes right there, 30.9. That's, what, 8/10? 32.1s out of Evans and Josephson. should start to see some of the laps go in here. Here's Swafford 30.5, Lynch 30.5. That's a whole second difference. That just shows you how important fresh tires are at Charlotte. Now, what the guys who just pitted do not want is that yellow hanky to be out there waving. As Josephson comes to pit road. Down into 3 and 4. Will these guys be coming to pit road? Here comes Calhoun. Allman stays out for a lap. Calhoun very cautious coming to pit road. Pit road speed 45 miles an hour. Let's see, Calhoun, 4 tires and fuel, I assume here. This will be a second set of tires if he uses them. I do not see tires going on his truck, so fuel only. So there's the risk of when you take tires early. Now Calhoun's coming out on old tires. He's got to be careful coming off pit road. Do not go across that blue line until now. There you go. He can come back on the track. He's got to be careful. These tires are cooled off here, collecting a lot of rubber. And here comes Allman to pit road. Dean and Evans coming with him. Green flag pit stops, lap 35. And this should be all tires and fuel for all these guys here. You don't see it on iRacing, but this is a very tricky pit road to come off of because right down here at the bottom of the green wall, you can't really see it, but there's actually a drainage on the actual track. It's right where about that yellow line is, where if you come out too low, you will hit a bump, and it can really make that truck go wobbly. And what it is in real life, it's actually a drainage that's right there. You got to be careful to hit it. But you see the 18 coming off of pit road here, and we'll see. It looks like everything right now cycling around to Dylan Glass. He'll have about a second on Nate Lynch. Keith Calhoun will be third, but on older tires. So we'll see how far he falls back with all this happening. You see the lap times. Look at Calhoun, about a second off. So he is going to fall back rather quickly here. But that's the chance you take when balancing out tires. He worked his way through the field. But now the field, unfortunately, is going to work his way back through. So Glass is your leader as we work our way through the field here just to show you where everybody's at. There is Nate Lynch running into second position. There's the 99 of Calhoun, as I mentioned. He's on the older tires, 4.1 back. As a matter of fact, we'll keep it here for a second. Let's watch Zach Allman here. He is on fresh tires. Watch how quick he catches them. It's not even going to be a battle. Down into the corner, Calhoun's going to try to protect the bottom, but there's no chance. As the modern day technology and what they say in the world, bye Felicia. It's pretty much what Zach Allman just said to Calhoun. So Will Barlow, he is in 5th right now in that 15 truck. Awesome paint scheme there. J.D. Green, he is up to 6th. Right there, Dave Nestor looking to have a good run in that Oreo Rich truck in the 7th position. Justin Swafford, he must have had a tough stop. He is back in the 8th position. He was one of the first trucks to pit earlier. And then Christopher Dean, Lucas Josephson, and Chip Parks back here. That is your top 11 on the track. And the best fight we're seeing is actually right here. This 3-truck battle shaping up for 5th. We'll keep an eye on it. And it's actually might become a 4-car truck battle here very shortly. Still in the battle box here for those guys. You'll see where everybody is on the track. This is relative to exact track right now, and focus on the sixth place position truck of JD Green. You see the 15th place truck of Carroll's right up there, just 2 trucks ahead. And then everybody within about a second from Christopher Dean up to Keith Calhoun. As you see, these trucks just going to blow by him. That's the importance of having tire strategy. When you have a limit on tires in this series, you got to be careful. Now, I'm sure as soon as the window opens, which will be lap 50, to get these guys on one more stop, I'm sure you're going to see Calhoun back to pit road to get tires. Look at these trucks scrambling everywhere. The battling on is Christopher Dean in the 48 to the bottom. Working his way through the field. That's getting tight. How about 3 wide? Nope. No. On board with the Texas driver as he follows Barlow through the field, down under racing teammates. And Barlow's going to let him go as he comes up on the back of Green. Dean definitely showing his muscle here. About 155 mile an hour, and let's watch him down the straightaway here. I think the 178 was a little more accurate. As he moves up to the 4th position. And up front, change for the lead. Zach Allman passed Dylan Glass for the lead. And we'll show you the pass. Just like that. So Allman taking the 18 to the front. Glass second, Lynch up to 3rd. And the truck moving right now through the field is Christopher Dean up to the 4th position. And I'm looking and I see my answer why now he's flying through the field. He was one of the last trucks to pit. So he has actually newer tires than these guys. So he's been able to work his way through with everything. The problem is he is some 9 seconds back. As you see Dean crossed the line, or Allman passed the line. Here's Dean coming off turn 4. This is how far back Dean is now crossing the line. That is what 9 seconds around Charlotte looks like. Draft still playing a major role here. Actually, let's bounce back here and see. You see Lucas Josephson. He was also one of the later cars to pit. He is now up to 5th here. Everybody kind of separating out a little bit now with the tires and all that good stuff. Let's move back here. The truck that has fallen back, Justin Swafford, all the way back here now in the 12th position, just lost 11th to Alan Best. So Swafford is struggling. You see that right front? That does not look good. That will kill the speed in this truck. You got the 30 back there, Chip Parks. Only the one caution early at lap number 7. We've been green ever since, all the way to lap number 50. And you're going to see potentially the second round of green flag pit stops coming up. Question will be when. Lucas up there in the 88 truck. You see the Jack Daniels paint scheme. Just kind of rolling back to the throttle, being very careful. Down to turn one, you hear those tires screeching. Down the back straightaway into turn three. You see how calm Lucas is in that truck. Back here, pass for 6. Evans has gone by J.D. Green. The battle of the restrictor plate winners. Evans winning at Talladega, J.D. Green winning in Daytona last week. And a wild finish. And here we go with the pit stops. Sam Barnes going to bring the 22 in. He'll be the first to pit. Alan Best, Justin Swafford coming to pit road also. Second round of green flag pit stops will follow Swafford, who definitely had the issues. .29 into his pit stall here. See if he gets some of the damage fixed or what. Here comes Dave Nestor in. 45 mile an hour. You got to go all the way down to from 170 down to 45 as you get to that line back there. Four tires and fuel, and all these guys leaving pit road. And the first of the leaders, Dylan Glass. Here he comes. Green flag pit stops, lap number 54. Easily a one-stop strategy for all these guys after this. They'll pit one more time. So again, the leader here still, Allman's still out on track. He's got Christopher Dean still yet to pit. These guys were the later ones to pit on the strategy here, so they're going to lose a little bit of track position when it comes to time, but otherwise they'll have the fresher tires when we get back out there at the end of all this. But you're going to see passing going on around the track everywhere now. Chris Evans has gone by Lucas Josephson because here comes Lucas to pit road. Lucas having another great run in at 88 tonight. Talking about a fun track here is just looking over here at the schedule for the series. They go from Charlotte to Darlington. How about that next week? We got the Southern 500 this weekend on iRacing, which I'll be running on Sunday night. But as I think J.D. Green just popped the wall over there in turn 4. I saw it all the way from over here in the camera. Let's see if there's any damage on that 77. I could be wrong. Looks good. But Darlington next week, and then we go to Bristol. But if you have never seen a race at Darlington, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that is a fun racetrack. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. That is a fun racetrack. The racer's track. All right, I'll lie about that part. Not a racer's track. You got to be finesse and smart around that track the whole time. As Zach Allman, the leader, to pit road. The IK9 Toyota. hand the lead to Christopher Dean. Now you wonder if Dean is going to try to stretch this maybe somehow. We'll have to keep track. I don't think that's possible. Right side tires going on, left sides. And here we go. And then Keith Calhoun, I mentioned him on pit road. Keith now trying to bounce back after the strategy kind of backfired on him with tires. And last of the leaders, Dean and Evans coming in. So that should hand the lead back to Dylan Glass, depending on where everybody comes out at here. As we have less than 40 laps to go already. This race flying by. You see those guys pulling out of pit road, and there you see Dylan Glass going to be the leader by about 2 seconds over Zach Allman. We'll see how quick. This is about a 5-lap separation on tires. How quick Allman can catch Glass. Turn 4, putting lap 62 in the books. Here you see the last laps around the track up there at the top. And look how quick Allman is reeling in. That's 16 or 56 on the track tonight. Down to 0.4 of a second. Somebody cue up the Jaws theme. And just like that to the inside, should be able to make the pass here going to turn 1. And he's got it. So pass complete, Allman to the front. Fastest truck on the track last time by, though, I got to point this one out, is Keith Calhoun. Here he comes. He got the tires he needed. He ran a 29.8 last time by, the fastest lap of the race. As a matter of fact, the first lap anybody has turned in the 29-second bracket during the race. So here he is now up to the 8th position. That's the good news. The bad news, he is 22 seconds back, which is about 3/4 of a lap around his track. And look at Glass not letting Allman get away here. You wonder if he's maybe backing up a little bit through the corners to try to save some tires so that Zach wears his out and maybe can run with him again. We shall see, but let's come back here. Battle for 5th. Dave Nestor trying to get J.D. Green. And right behind them, you see Lucas Josephson trying to take position. Already 2/3 into this race. And Lucas with a good run on Dave. Here he comes. Move that 88 up to the 6th position. All this behind Zach Allman, who's got a 9/10 of a second lead. Looking for that first win on the season in that 18 truck tonight. Now, entering the race, we didn't get to show it, so I'm going to do it here real quickly. Entering this race, the point standings. As I take that off the screen, show you through the website, which is GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You can check out their website right now, an awesome website. Calhoun leading the points. Remember, he didn't race last week, so he got to use a provisional, and he leads right now by, off the top of my head, that's 28 points over Dylan Glass. Christopher Dean, Zach Allman down there in fourth, so a big night tonight if he can get that win. And Lucas Josephson, the top 5 in the point standings, entering tonight's races. Of course, I messed up everything on my screen. Hashtag fire the director. Let's go back here. Chris Evans following in the tire tracks of the 99. So Evans trying to follow Calhoun to the front. He's like, hey man, I'm going to follow this pony up there. Laps around this track easily 30 seconds. As you see the race flying on by. As we've only seen the one caution so far for 6 laps. And that was for Travis Icavacci, unfortunately, I believe, having a black screen issue. And that was an unfortunate deal there. Just went off turn 2 and the truck went straight. Because when you have a black screen issue, you have no control. It's out of your hands. It's like a flat tire. No control. Fall back here to the 10th position as we got a fight on our hands here. Justin Swafford, he's a lap down in the 13th position, but we got a fight here. Will Barlow, Chip Parks. A couple teammates here. And 15 there with a little bit of damage, but Chip trying to make a run here at him. See who can chew through the other one here. Ooh, 30 getting a little tight. But again, check out the website, GreatLakesSimRacing.com, an awesome website that Travis has put together there. You got bios on the drivers, the schedule, standings, all that stuff there. You can check out their website. As we come up on the last 4 races of the season tonight here at Charlotte. Next week it is Darlington, Bristol, and then Homestead for a 300-lap finale to crown the champion of the first season of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Whoa, look out. Carroll back there cutting the pit road. As the window is opened up now for the last series of pit stops. That's between you and Kyle on that one, buddy. If I say that, I might get yelled at. Especially the TF word in the middle. Unless you meant the Friday. There you see the leader, Zach Allman, all the way over here in turn 3 and 4 now. 6.5 seconds up on Dylan Glass. Well, he took that lead and he drove off. He is up in Kannapolis right now, literally leading this race. So there's the leader, Allman. There's Dylan Glass all the way back here in second position. Nate Lynch going to be the first of the leaders to pit road here. Final stop. Let the strategy begin. And right there, Kyle spinning on the pit road. I'm sure that's kind of distracting. Don't hit the green cone. That keeps the caution from coming out. And Nate Lynch gets tires and fuel. Let's see if he brings any of the leaders with him. So far, the answer is no. And look right here. The battle of the 77 and the 99 right in front of Lynch. That is actually for position for fifth right now on the track. As Christopher Dean comes in, Dylan Glass coming to pit road. Final round of pit stops right here at lap number 80. See Lucas Josephson coming in also. All these pit stops here. Now when you're Zach Allman, you've got such a big lead now. You can kind of ride out there a little bit. Let them catch back up, and then you got the fresh tires to pull right on back away. So unless Zach Allman makes a mistake, you know, he could be on his way to victory lane. Appreciate that, Nate. Appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, sir. And actually, this is all thanks to STK Gaming. I got to give them the shout out here. And it was actually Travis who pushed me to them. You know, me being a one-man show, I am. Director, camera guy, coffee getter. That's me. I'm him, the captain. You know, he sent me this, and, you know, I got on board with him, and it's all part of Apex TV. So shout out to those guys who do a lot of road racing coverage here on iRacing. They put this thing together. It's not me. Trust me. I deliver packages for FedEx. I don't have time for overlays. Heck, that's why I got back here so late for the broadcast. But anyways, Calhoun and Evans, final pit stop for these guys. You see Calhoun coming out. I'm pretty sure he's going to be beating himself up for that second run of the race where he had to go fuel only and fell back all those positions. Here comes the leader. Just don't make a mistake. I've seen it done so many times. Right side tires on. Left side's on. So far, so good. Pulls out. Watch out for that drainage that you can't see on iRacing over there to the right. He misses it. Good job. Now all he's got to do is enter on the back straightaway, and he's on his way home. And hopefully he doesn't have a caution. That's the one thing he doesn't hope for now. That would be cool, Nate. Awesome to hear, bud. You said rig. That makes me jealous when I see that word. Here I am sitting here on the best Timmy Hill impersonation I can think of. 2 monitors, one with telemetry, the other one with the race, my steering wheel in front of me, and a bedroom. No rig. Straight old schooling it. So Allman is gone now. He is the leader. He's going to have, as of right now, about 3.5 seconds over Dylan Glass. And we'll see that probably open up. But how about back here? Got a fight on our hands again. Lucas Josephson, J.D. Green, Dave Nestor, and the man who's probably pretty ticked off right now. That 99 truck is driving like a man possessed. Keith Calhoun on the outside. He's been running 29.8 the last 2 or 3 laps. He ran the fastest lap last lap, and then ran the fastest lap this lap, and went faster than that last lap. See what this lap is. 29.8 last time. 29.84 while passing somebody. Oh, look out. Getting a little tight there. If a caution comes out, y'all better run and hide. Luke is going to protect the bottom there for a second. It almost looked like he was just saying, hey, just go to my outside. 29.9 that time. And oh, by the way, did I say that Keith Calhoun was the only guy to go 29 seconds tonight? And he's done it 5 straight laps. Double sevens, double eights, double nines, all battling here for 5th. And move Calhoun to 5th. The bad news, he is some 19 seconds behind Allman. We look up above Charlotte Motor Speedway here. Oh, and Calhoun almost got the wall there. Down at the south end of the speedway. Through 1 and 2, and then the back straightaway here, the north end, or heading towards the north end. There's the big screen. A lot of race shops right around this racetrack on the NASCAR side. As a matter of fact, if you go straight from right here, Hendrick Motorsports right on the other side of the highway there, pretty much right over. There's the dirt track and the drag race strip over there, and then Hendrick Motorsports right over there. And you got the big mall that's over in that area. I know that's because I had my in-laws lived in Concord for a little while, so I got to go over there and tour the places, and actually took the family over here to see the Christmas show that they do at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Really cool deal. There's your leader all the way back here on the back straightaway. The Floridian, Zach Allman, looking to get that first win of his early Great Lake Truck Series career. Of course, this is the first season, race number 7. Keith Calhoun has won his share of the races. Keith Calhoun winning 3 of them. Eldora, off the top of my head. He also, of course, now I'm losing my mind for a second here. Eldora, Richmond. And, of course, I remember the 3rd track off the top of my head, and I'll think of that here in a second. Chris Evans won at Talladega. J.D. Green, Daytona last week. Anthony Marshall, who's not here tonight, won over at Michigan. Yep, Concord Mills. Well done. And, of course, I cannot remember. All right, I'm going to go look at the schedule. Watkins Glen, the road course. How did I forget the road course? Yep, Roush Fenway, been there. Went over to right down the road from Roush Fenway is where Chip Ganassi Racing is. Actually saw, of course, I'm going to forget the guy's name, the rally car driver for Chip Ganassi. He was out there driving his rally car around the road there. I can't remember his name, but he drove in the Truck Series a couple times. I cannot remember his name, though. Super nice guy, though. It was really cool to see. And then you got the go-kart place, which is over there. The K1 Sports. But Charlotte, definitely a fun area to go to. Except for driving on I-77 around 5 p.m. That's not the funnest. Dylan Glass here in the second position. Chip Parks, first truck a lap down right now in the 10th position. As Allman going to see 5 laps to go this time around the speedway. That's awesome. Good to see you, Nate. That's awesome, man. Best of luck to you. I've been one who's always wanted to get into broadcasting, and I actually had a chance almost once. Got to know Tony Rizzuti decently from MRM Radio, and he was trying to get me into a tryout over at Road America a few years ago for an Xfinity race, and unfortunately it all didn't pan out, but actually got to meet Tony and talk to him the last time I went over to Concord. Allman laying down lap after lap here, 30.01s. The only truck faster is still Calhoun. He'll come on past the start-finish line. 3 laps to go here in Charlotte. He'll look to be the 5th different name to go to victory lane this season. And he will be the 3rd from Peak Performance Motorsports, I believe, to go to victory lane. I got the face for it, too. Sorry, I did radio for 10 years. I can do that joke. Off of turn 4, coming down to the white flag. Final lap for Zach Allman. 1.5 miles to go as he comes up on the back of Chris Evans. I'm pretty sure Allman's just going to ride right here. Sporting that red, white, and blue IK9. Number 18, got the bald eagle there on the back bumper. Zach Allman comes off turn 4. The 5th different winner of 2020. And a win at Charlotte. Dylan Glass going to come by, finishing 2nd. Nate Lynch going to get 3rd. Christopher Dean and the yo-yo of the night, we'll call it Keith Calhoun. From back to front to back to front. Not much chatter. I actually turned the mics on there at the end. Not much chatter. It's all good. I'm sure we're going to see some burnouts from the winner. Here he comes down to the line. Laying him down. I'd say he gets a pretty good grade right now for that, huh? Even the flag guy's impressed. I forget that Fox, what he named him. Fox guys named him something. Oh, he had to clear his eyes out there a little bit. I don't know if you saw that. Nice job on the burnouts by Zach Allman. Going to go to victory lane here. Hey, gotta watch out for that wall. Somebody put a wall there. We're in the Legends course there. All right, final results for the race. Zach Allman wins it. Dylan Glass finishing 2nd. Nate Lynch finishing in the 3rd position. Christopher Dean 4th. And there's your points leader finishing in 5th. Trying to actually do something here real quickly. Trying to fix, there we go. Lucas Josephson finishing 6th. And then J.D. Green 7th. Dave Nestor. Chris Evans finishing 8th. Chip Parks 9th. Will Barlow, Chip Parks going to finish 10th behind Chris Evans. And then Will Barlow getting 11th. Alan Best, Kyle Carroll, Sam Barnes, Justin Swafford, Travis Kavachi. Unfortunately, I think black screen. We'll have to get that clarification on that one. But a rough night at lap number 4. Unfortunately, bringing out that caution in this race. As there we go. We'll go to victory lane here in just a second. We'll talk with our winner. Let me go pull up old Discord here, and we'll get him in here with us. Here's the fun part. I get to go find him. There's Zach. As we have made it down to victory lane, Zach Allman, you've become the 5th winner in the series. First win on the season, and you did it at a pretty good track. Charlotte Motor Speedway, a dominant performance. Talk about your race tonight.
Yeah. We went, I think, like 60 or 70 laps, so I consider that a good race. What I felt like we have the best strategy and the best truck, but I don't know. But it feels good to win the season. Had a bad first 5 races, but just happy we can win.
Well, let's talk about strategy. First caution came out there lap 4. You came to pit road, topped off the old fuel cell, and you worked your way up through the field. I know Keith Carroll went 4 tires there, but you followed him pretty much up through the field on a track that's really not the easiest to pass. So you definitely showed you had a truck that could not only run out in clean air, but could run through the dirty air and work their way up.
Yeah, the tire strategy really messed up Keith because he had to take no tires for the next one, which that's how I gained all my time on him. But for the other guys, I thought Dylan had a pretty fast truck. It's just we pitted after them, so we were going to be faster just because of tire wear. But yeah, and then Chris, he was almost on the same strategy all race. It's just that last pit stop, he pitted, I think, a little bit earlier than me, and that kind of just messed up his strategy.
It seemed like you had a good long run truck because I mean you caught I used for example the run before last. You caught Dylan, you passed him, and it seemed like Dylan for a couple laps hung out there with you. And all of a sudden we looked up and you were 6 seconds ahead, and it's like, whoa, what happened?
When he was hanging on for those first few laps, I was just trying to save my tires, and it worked because I think he was trying to burn his stuff up, try to get past me, but it didn't work in the long run for him.
Well, you did a great job tonight in victory lane, got that win, and now you get to go to Darlington next week. We'll drive the 2-hour trip south here on 85 to 95 and get over to Darlington, but that's another tough track there for you to battle, and we look forward to seeing you there next week there, and I guess as always, give shout-outs.
I want to thank TI Racing, Twin Cities Aviation, and Corey Hart Media.
All right, Zach, congratulations on your win tonight. First one of your career, and I'm sure first of many, so we'll celebrate this one into the night. We'll go hit the smoke pit up or something in Kannapolis and get some chicken.
All right.
Zach Allman, your winner this evening in the race. Let's go get our second place finisher, which I've noticed he's never in here. Dylan Glass. I was going to talk to Dylan. I've still never had a word with Dylan. So, Dylan, if you can hear me, come on into chat. We'd love to talk to you, buddy. Anyways, let's grab our third place winner. Here I am. My own pet peeve, and I just did it. Nate Lynch. I just literally brought one, scared the heck out of you, but two, I just pulled my own pet peeve. I just said you won third place, and I always
somebody's got to win it, right?
I always yell at somebody when they say, "Oh yeah, I won 5th place." I'm like, you didn't win anything. You finished 5th. But that's a rant for another day. Anyways, Nate Lynch, you finished 3rd tonight, so congratulations on that. A great run for you. Kept your truck up front, kept it clean, and a good solid finish tonight.
Yeah, it was trucks got real tight in 3 and 4. Usually that back half of the runs, and yeah, I got the wall a couple times, and it really hurt my truck. It got a lot tighter earlier on, so I had about 20 seconds of repairs that I probably needed to do, but we held on for 3rd.
Yeah, the racing out there, I mean, it turned into a big pit strategy race. You actually went with a different strategy from Zach. You stayed out and led laps there at the beginning after that first caution. How much, well, let me back up here. Do you feel that it was kind of a 50-50 type of strategy as you look at it now, or do you think maybe I should have went topped off when Zach did?
It's tough to say. I mean, if I would have known it would have gone green the rest of the way, I probably would have pitted that first pit stop with those guys, but I was kind of banking on at least one more. Then that kind of would have thrown that strategy out the window, I think. And then we probably would have had an extra set of tires too.
Which would have been interesting because we see the unfortunate deal that happened with Keith tonight with the shortage of tires, and that definitely helped you out. And just looking down here at the points right now, might not be necessarily battling for the championship, but here in the top 10 in points, definitely going to help you as you work your way back up.
Yeah, definitely will help. Yeah, I know at Talladega I was running 5th and I had my VR headset go out, so that ended that night. And then Michigan, I hit the pit wall on the inside and that ruined that night. So yeah, I'm just kind of climbing back up there now. Hopefully, I probably won't crack the top 5, but we'll see.
Well, you got your second one of the year, second top 5, fourth top 10 of the night, and that's definitely something to be proud of. So congratulations to you, and send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Yep, thanks. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. There you go. Nate Lynch finishing P3 into number 3. That always works out. So congratulations to him on the third place run for him. Here's where Discord gives me issues. There we go. Just trying to remember who finished. Sometimes I need that fresh reminder. Christopher Dean. We'll go talk to him too, since we got some time here. Let's bring Mr. Dean down here. Christopher, Mr. Dean, there in the 48, fourth place run for you, sir. I'm sure you got to be pretty happy with that one.
I was happy. I think I had more like at least a third place car, but I was being a little too conservative.
I did notice in that first run, obviously you pitted topped off the tank, much like Zach did. Looked like you either, maybe you was that conservativeness you talked about, or did you just have trouble passing trucks early in that run?
I was honestly trying to be patient. I thought tire wear was going to be bigger. And I was being way too patient 1 and 2. And then also I did get some damage. A truck cut down in front of me.
That's not nice.
So at some point after that first caution.
He didn't use his turn signal? I guess not.
What's that?
I say he didn't use his turn signal?
No, he didn't.
Shame on that guy. But hey, it happens. But still, great run for you. I'm just looking over your numbers right now. Actually, this is going to be your 4th top 5, 5th top 10, which has been consistent on the season. You're sitting there 3rd in points. You're going to gain a minimal number tonight on Keith, but yeah, it's still got to be something to be happy with.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I knew Amon. I know Keith's strong. He didn't get much time to practice, but I knew Amon's real dominant at 1.5s, and we'll see next week at Darlington. I might have a little something for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's no mile and a half. That's a 1.3er, and it's a whole another monster out there. Run up there against the boards the whole time.
Yeah, hopefully next week I think you're going to have to qual up front and stay up front to avoid the carnage.
And not to mention pit road's going to be very testy there. That track there is, you're almost driving to a whole nother county to get to pit road. So that's going to be fun to watch tonight, next Wednesday night. But Chris, we appreciate your time, and send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, thanks for my teammates and you for putting it on, Travis for running this league, and just everybody involved.
Absolutely. Well, great job tonight. 4th place run for you, and we'll see you next week at the Lady in Black.
Thank you, sir.
Christopher Dean finishing in the 4th.
B, that's where I think it would help.
I moved myself up. Don't mind me. Just listen to what they're going to say. Didn't mean to do that, but thankfully everybody kept it clean. But let's bring in Mr. Calhoun, the yo-yo of the night, we'll call him. Mr. Up, down, up, down, up, down, or elevator, whatever you want to say. But Keith, good to see you back here after last week. I guess we're going to, since we talk food, I'm going to sandwich the 2 questions. We'll start with question 1. What was for dinner last Wednesday, since we didn't get that in? If you remember.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't think you would remember, but I figured I'd throw it out there.
Man, honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, what was for dinner tonight?
I made burgers for my wife and I.
Is that a boy? Now, burgers can actually be that up and down type of item. You could do a really good job, make it juicy, and it brings you up and makes you feel good, but then you have that down if you make it a hockey puck.
Right.
So I guess that matches how you ran tonight. You started well. You tried a strategy. Unfortunately, it kind of bit you a little bit, but you still came back as any points leader would do and potential champion. You make the best of a bad night.
Yeah, I made such a bonehead move. I went into pit with my team to get some fuel at the caution on lap 6 or 7, and we were just getting fuel so we can last a little bit longer on the runs and stuff. But I forgot to uncheck my tires, so I took tires on lap 6, and so the next pit I couldn't take tires. So that really messed me up.
I was going to say, if we raise our hand, if we've ever done that one before, I'm pretty sure every one of us raises our hand. So, as a matter of fact, I did it this past weekend at NIS. I changed tires accidentally. So, yeah, so we've all done that. But, still, you made a good run out of it, and you were the only guy tonight to run 29-second laps, and I think you did it like 10 times.
Oh, no way.
Oh, yeah. You were.
Wow.
I even called you a man possessed at one point because you were running 29.8, passing somebody, 29.8 again, passing somebody again, 29.8 again. I'm like, man, this guy's driving out of his mind right now.
Oh man, that's crazy. Shoot. I would have had a really good run had I not taken those tires, but that's crazy. That's so cool, man.
Well,
Thanks for telling me that.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to make you feel better there, and I know that's it was during that run where you passed I think it was Nestor, and then you passed JD, then you went to the outside, you were passing on the outside, and I'm like, man, this guy's passing people running 29.8s. I mean, that's impressive right now. So you had that middle groove going.
Yeah, dude, that middle groove was really fun.
And I'll go ahead and let a secret out. Pre-race, I was on my way home from work. I was driving back, and I kind of jumped into Discord on my phone, and I gave some advice to a couple people. I said, hey, after about 3 or 4 laps, the middle groove comes in.
Yeah.
But, hey, great job tonight on your 5th. You go to Darlington next week. That's one track to try to protect your point lead on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to play that one safe. Darlington's always been a hit and miss. I usually start out really well and then lose focus. And as soon as you lose focus at that track, you're just into the wall and, getting all over the place.
I was going to say the safest place for you to be at Darlington might be against the inside wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, hey, great job. Send shout-outs as always.
All right, cool. Yeah, shout out to my teammates, Zach and Chris and Chris. 2 Chris's. And shout out to my awesome wife and you for broadcasting, and Travis for putting this on, and I'm super excited to finish out this season, and next season's gonna be even better.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear that, Keith. Well, we appreciate it. Good to see you back on the track. 5th place run, and we'll see you at the Lady of Black next week.
All right, brother. Sounds good, Chris. Talk to you later.
You too, buddy. Keith Calhoun there, finishing in the 5th position. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this evening. I'm going to go talk to the guys here about the race, and we'll get ready for Darlington. Like I said, if you've never watched a race at Darlington, go do it. Do it this weekend. You are going to see some fantastic racing on one of the oldest tracks in NASCAR history. It is such a fun track. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm going to run the NIS 500 this weekend, so pray for me on that one. But with that said, congrats to Zach Allman on the victory. Again, his first win on the campaign, and of course, obviously, with this being the first season, it's his first career win on the tour. So congratulations to him, and of course appreciate all the viewers who are watching this evening. I know I got it up here at the last minute tonight, and definitely apologize for that, but I definitely appreciate everybody being a part of it, and so on and so forth. Again, next week we should be on the air right about 7:30 or so if everything works out, and get you ready for Darlington for the Great Lakes Truck Series. Until then, as always, if somebody gets mad at you and says this is just a game, tell them nope, it's iRacing. See ya!